लाँदैछु ल के नयाँ कुरा सिकाउँदैछु हेर्नु है यहाँबाट भित्र जाने देयर इज समथिङ न्यू फर टुडे अनि फेरि यु क्यान सी हियर
of this 30th International Conference of Nelta, Professor Dr. Deepak Patel, Vice Chancellor of Tribhuvan University, our past presidents and advisor to Nelta, Professor Dr. Tirtharaj Kanya, Professor Dr. Jayaraj Awasthi, Mr. Hemant Pradhan, Meera Shrestha, and yes, and then Galaxy School Chairperson Ms. Gita Rana Chatri, the Post School Head, and Country Director, British Council, Mr. Modi, and other officials, Rosa F. Cohen, Willow, the US Embassy, and other colleagues from there, office bearers of the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Tribhuvan University, Kathmandu University, Medhavi College, representatives from faculty teacher associations and universities, distinguished guests on the dais, keynote speakers, plenary speakers, panelists, presenters, language teachers of all levels of education, material writers, ELT practitioners, experts working both in public and private sectors from Nepal and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, in September, we were beginning to make preparations for the conference, and we had a terrible kind of subsided, many political tensions, even now we see that even political borders are perhaps changing. In such a time, we thought people first, and then our chief guest, Professor Ariel, has his PhD, his specialization is on planet, the climate change. So climate change, many things, this planet, and then peace. So we brought three things together, and we thought we need to teach these things through English to next generation for a better future. That is how we coined the theme. And then we also are aware in the classes and the students. I was calculating this morning, Generation Z, I think will be the last batch of SE examinees this year. After that, there will be, Generation Alpha sitting for the SE examination. So the generations are coming and passing, and we are seeing how they behave, how we need to prepare our education to cater to them. And now, English language teaching is not just English language teaching. It is everything. It is technology. It is climate change. It is peace. It is many things like that. So we will do everything as a global.
Excellent, excellent. I don't know about you, but I'm a little cold. So I would like to generate some heat. Before we do that, I would just like to say it is always a huge honor to be at the Nelta conference, and I would like to acknowledge all of my colleagues on stage here. And I would like to make a request to you, and it's a request of 4 words. It's a 4-word request. And I know you have heard this request many times. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Please find a partner. Yeah, please find a partner. Everyone, please find a partner. Get together with a partner. That's 4 words. Does anyone not have a partner? Please find a partner. Second thing, if you don't know your partner, please take a few seconds to introduce yourself. Say hello and your partner. Please go ahead.
Yes. के भन्यो सुनेन लक्ष्मण सर यहाँ सुन्दा म्यामले चिफ गेस्ट सरी हाम्रो इन्टरनेसनल गेस्टले भन्नुभएको कुरा सुन्नु भएन मैले हामी कुरा गरौँ भनेको एन्ड सी सेड केही पनि बुझेन मैले रेकर्ड गरेँ बिहा घर यहाँ
आफ्नो कुन चाहिँ भन्ने भयो अनि त्यो
मैले यहाँ बनाउँछु कि आइडी कार्ड बनाएको थियो नि त यही हो कि हजुरको
मेरो यही हो
के यो बनाइदिएको थियो त मैले यस्तो गरेर होइन बिर्सिनु भयो
बाबु पुगेछ अनि
सुन्तला नि होला
सँगै राख्नु ल
सुन्तला नि होला
Thank
थ्याङ्क
you.
यू
For me, I heard some talking.
We didn't
That was
say
great.
anything.
For me, I'm
Yes.
looking forward to many things, but what I'm really looking forward to is seeing as many people as possible visit the regional English language office booth. Right out there. Our booth is out there. And I'm looking forward to talking about all of our programs and free resources that we offer. One of them, everyone has in your bag, it's right here.
Yeah.
This is a great resource. It has pictures and games and activities, and it's a lot of fun to use in your class, so everyone has this resource. I'd also like to talk very briefly about some of our programs and acknowledge some people who are here. One of the regional English language office's biggest programs is called the English Language
students. So look at the things are changing. So this is a big challenge. I will talk about it tomorrow. Wish you a very wonderful conference and seeing people from 18 or 15 countries. Hope that your stay in Kathmandu will be wonderful. Enjoy this cold weather. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Awasthi, for sharing how they are bit sentimental, romantic too. So one of the former chair of Gandaki province, Dr. Navrat Nirmani, has written one ghazal, Aksharanjali. Let's unveil Aksharanjali. Thank you, Dr. Nirmani, for all your efforts. Aksharanjali. If he has time, he will recite and will enjoy his ghazal, collection of ghazals too.
ELT, this is English language teaching for next generation. That is for people, and planet, and peace, and both. This is very, very timely. I think I'm inside planet. I work for the planet, a better planet, better environment, something like that.
Yes, Professor Dr. Deepak Pariyal, Vice Chancellor of the Human University, respected Nelta advisors, and distinguished government representatives from the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, CHRD and CDC, also UGC, University Grant Commissions, dignitaries present on and off the dais, and distinguished representatives from RIRO, the US Embassy Nepal, the British Council Nepal, and esteemed keynote.
I want to start today with a provocation for all of us, but not necessarily for us, but for the next generation. The next generation wants us to answer a question. What does success look like? We are here.
People are talking, so I need to monitor them.
Focus on the next generation.
Your CR is sitting in front of you and you are making noise. Don't you see your CR? Keep quiet.
Sorry about that. Namaste, first of all, and seamless integration of pedagogy, technology, and leadership. All of those must be woven together for us to be successful. Technology alone cannot be woven. I have to weave it all together. That is technology at its
generation of the population of this country and outside need to be prepared for the unknown future. And education is important. And then English is important because without good English, I think diplomacy suffers, business suffers, technology suffers. So we are, and then we wanted to see, because when I communicated to Raju sir, then we said, he's from Curriculum Development Center. And my question is the curriculum in place to prepare the next generation? But Curriculum Development Center does not work alone. They they work with academics as well. This I think we need to study a lot. So what are we thinking now is this. Whether we love it or loathe it, technology is here to stay. So we must find healthy and helpful ways to leverage it and ensure that our children's learning and development are not hampered by digital devices.
And Hemanta sir is both Hemanta sir and Rajkumar sir introduced me is the director of the development center, and I look after simply this is very patchwork guided by patchwork. This is very piecemeal approach and traditional type. Slowly, being institutional.
यहाँ चाहिँ अहिले यो preparing the next generation, ready the current English curricula for the future ELT भन्ने डिस्कसन चलाएको थियो होइन गाइस. अहिले यो सकियो अनि टोकन अफ लभ डिस्ट्रिब्युट हुँदैछ एन्ड इट्स सो ब्युटिफुल. ग्रेट इनिसिएटिभ यो के अरे मेडिटेसनको लागि यस्तो.
Primarily taught online. That's all I did, basically. For 5 years, I was in Ecuador teaching just English, business English, online. So I'm not an expert or a master at online teaching, but I thought today's talk would be nice. I'm going to give you a little bit of theory, give you some of my strategies.
Acquisition. You have to acquire, you have to do practice. We'll do mistake and we'll be overcome. That we don't do. If what is happening in
Just attention shifted on the more on the ethical considerations and on the plagiarism. And
गाइज हामी चाहिँ एउटै क्लासबाट हो. जेनेरेसन एक्स वाइ जेड त्यही भन्दै हाँस्दैछ नदिन. क्लासमेट भइसक्यो यति हुनुपर्छ ल गाइज है. सुदुङ सर ओ मस्त फोटो खिचिदिइरहेको छ. वा मिस फोटोजेनिक. यस्तै छ आजको दिन. It went well. It was a wonderful day. हेर मिस नबीको चटक मार्छ मलाई यो भिडियो देखेर. हेर चटक. वाह.
Please respond to their survey because your response matters a lot. Let's hope they will share their findings soon.
Associate Professor Mr. Hemanta Dahal is a moderator. Rest of the things from Associate Professor Dahal. So, Professor Dahal, over to you. Thank you. You can ask the question, listen to them, consider thrust of the impacts brought by JG movement and impacts on education and revealing the thrust. Thank you. Let's welcome them once with a big round of applause. Thank you.
Mr. Jairam, Vice President and General Secretary of Nelta has already mentioned quite briefly about the panel discussion this afternoon. Yes, the panelists, the experts are already here in front of us. This time you might have already gone through our title of discussion that is related to, we have used the word Gen Z. Just to mention quite briefly, after the Gen Z movement, Nelta also realized, though Nelta being completely professionally focused on helping or working for enhancing quality education through English language, We cannot remain isolated from
Backbencher.
human aspiration. That's why why not to consider this title with one life opportunity, particularly the word exoduses we have seen the groups of Gen Zs and others. Gen Z
यहाँ स्टेक होल्डर हुनुहुन्छ सरको क्वेसनमा जान चाहेँ मैले ठ्याक्कै त्यो टर्निङ पोइन्ट थियो भनेर मलाई क्वेसनहरू पनि आएको थियो सो एउटा टर्निङ र ट्रिगरिङ पोइन्ट चाहिँ के हो जस्तो पनि लाग्छ भने 10सम्म अथवा +2सम्म यहाँ पढ्दै गर्दाखेरि हाम्रो जुन स्किल सेट भइरहेको छ त्यो हाम्रो नेपालको जस्तै रोजगारी सृजना भइरहेको जब अपर्च्युनिटी सृजना भइरहेको छ त्यसमा ग्याप छ त्यो फुलफिल नै नभइकन हामीले न नेपालमा जब गर्न सकिरहेको छौँ र हाम्रो यो नेपालमा अन्तिम उद्देश्य चाहिँ विदेश भइरहेको छ हाम्रो फर्स्ट अफ अल त हाम्रो जब अपर्च्युनिटी नै नभएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि हामीले विदेश बुझिराख्नु पर्ने अवस्था छ
I love children. Nacho. ब्लगको लागि खिचिराखौ के मैले
प्रेसिडेन्ट प्राध्यापक डाक्टर लक्ष्मण गेवालीज्यूप्रति आभार प्रकट गर्न चाहन्छु र नेल्टा यो चाहिँ कन्फरेन्समा उपस्थित हुनुभएका लब्ध प्रत्यक्ष सम्पूर्ण व्यक्तित्वहरूमा मेरो हार्दिक उच्च सम्मान यो 30औं संस्करण पनि हो मिलाएर मैले एउटा भाकामा मैले हजुरहरूलाई समर्पण गरेको छु है एकचोटि ताली दिनु न यो गीतको लागि
हो हजुर पूर्वेली है छ भाइ म पश्चिमेली हजुर सेङ्जाली हुन्नन् के त्यस्ता सेङ्जा होइन मलाई त बोल्नै आउँदैन
Common term called specific learning difficulties, SPLDs, which are these 5. So in class you can make learners do these activities, get them to do the cuttings and ask them to cut.
It means we need to reach to the publication stage. Therefore, from the title selection to the formatting, so you need to be very much rigorous. We will be sharing this slide to the organizer, and then you can get the detail.
Training, ethical and pedagogical use of GenAI. So, what is the important thing? Important thing is it needs for balanced AI integrated pedagogy to support language skill and critical thinking. So, I find here from dual perspective. One is AI is a supportive versus AI creating ethical and pedagogical issues. And so these all context created, a kind of study design to go through this, study. So background, technologies are transforming the whole education system. We know everyone, we know that, education has been changing. The way we teach in the past and the way we are teaching at present is totally different. And these days, everyone is talking about artificial intelligence. Even in this conference, also we participated in different AI, AI, of course, mushroomed in different places. Okay, but if we go to the history, we find AI originated in 1956 by McCarthy, and later on it developed. This is how AI history began in the past. And AI literacy is multi-dimensional now. It includes ethics, data, digital literacy, everything. So many things now come under this. And beyond tools, operational skills. So it talks, it creates different kinds of things today when we are now in 2026. And the important thing is critical understanding. How do we understand AI? That is important part. Everyone is talking about AI, but I am focusing on from critical aspect here. Even in my research, I am focusing on critical aspect. So postmodern method I employ there. And so ethical gap or ethics gap. Teachers are using AI. AI should not replace teachers. We have to remember this. Teachers should use AI, not AI should use teachers. So that is important part. So focus on co-creation models like collaborative practice and inquiry. This inquiry, let's say model is important now in this context, where all the teachers, they gather together, they find out the issues what they are facing in their school, and collaboratively they design pedagogy, AI pedagogy.
Sort of AI literacy do they have up to now, and another one is how careful they were regarding the ethical part of the AI use.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. I haven't mentioned here this. I'm sorry for that. And but I studied them in the context of Nepal while talking about the literature. 4-5 articles were published already, and even I myself published article on it, and 2-3 articles I went through it. But what has been given there, that is the important part. There, teachers' perception and understanding of AI, okay, and students' perception and understanding of AI. Just perception and understanding of such articles were, such researchers were found in the context of Nepal. Number one, this is one side, and that these articles do not address my issue. Okay, and even policy I discussed about it. The policy in the context of Nepal recently drafted and implemented in Nepal. And what has been mentioned, even technology in policy in technology, we find that that they do not talk about how to implement inside the classroom, but these tools, these policies are there, you can implement. That has been clearly mentioned. So generic is there. It has not been clearly mentioned. So this were there, but I deleted today in the body because I found 15 minutes time.
Yeah.
So I deleted. Thank you.
गाइस फाइनली हाम्रो ब्लग चाहिँ कटर मटर छ त्यही पनि वी केम टु द कन्क्लुजन एन्ड आवर प्रोफेसर इज गोइङ टु कन्क्लुड द प्रोग्राम.
Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon,
I
sir.
think by the number of people still here, I shall be brief. As Paul did, I first would like to start by saying thank you to all. Yesterday morning when we were sitting here and watching people come in, we were a bit worried because we had three issues. One, teacher service commission examination going on. Teachers would not come. There is election coming. People would not come. And then, what else? The impact of Gen Z protests still on. People will not come. But finally people came. We counted 509 coupons given. Okay, that's a big success of this conference. Although we had done it, at a kind of time when we had many difficulties, many confusions. So keep coming, keep contributing, because knowledge is kind of reciprocal. You give and you take and you give. That is how you learn. And to make this happen, there have been a lot of contributions beginning from this school where we came after the Gen Z protest, when the UNC school was tossed, burnt down, and we came here and the principal said, okay, in one request. And then Nelta colleagues, Central Committee, who have, maybe not personally, but I'd like to just say, all the keynote speakers, your powerful speeches there, plenary speakers, panelists and the moderator, speakers, and then the ILF presenters today were mind-blowing. Many of them had brought many such pedagogical things that I have known contributor who contributes to support registration fee 12 students from the Hansel campus.
Wow.
But he does not want to be named. They participated, we'll send the photos to him, but will not make his name public. He is a Buddhist, he does Gupta Dan. Okay? So colleagues, can you remind me if I've forgotten? Technicians, yes. Oh yes, the technicians who have been sitting there and then, yes. Yeah. And they were actually starting to fix their machines when we came. Will you come?
Yes, sir.
But bring along many people. Next year, our target is 800 participants. We'll make it. We'll not have Gen Z movement, we'll not have election, we'll not have any other things the next year. So we'll do it in another venue. We try not to repeat the same school because the school staff undergo a lot of struggle sitting here. Particularly the Nelta secretariat, the senior vice presidents, there are two, general secretary, treasurer, and then, yes, I'd like to name school wing. Where are you, school wing? We have been able to, organize this conference, and we would like to come to your countries, Hong Kong, Sri Lanka, India, all those places, and we would like to invite you again. So we will learn together. Thank you so much. The ceremony is done. Thank you.